Hey everyone, I just came out of the doctor's appointment, so I wanted to make sure that I got on, and I'm driving home. So I just wanted to update you. I just came from a new GYN. I didn't like my old GYN. I know that I had mentioned that before, and I wasn't happy because I felt like she wasn't proactive in what I needed, especially for my age. So I went to a new GYN that was recommended by my husband's co-workers because he works in the hospital, and she came highly recommended, and she was awesome. She was exactly what I needed for a GYN, which was great. So went in, and she's saying that she wants to do a HSG, which is a histosalpingogram, and that though Dr. Monteith recommended after a year, but she's like, because of my age, she's like, I'm not going to wait a year. I want to make sure that your tubes are open before we proceed to anything else. So if I get my cycle in November, so my cycle is due November 20th. So if I get my cycle, I have to call on cycle day 1 and then schedule the histosalpingogram, HSG, and then within those few days, probably like a cycle day 4 and 5, that's when they'll do the histosalpingogram, because they like to do it when you are on your cycle, which is gross, but yeah. So I'm excited about that. I asked her about Clomid or Femara, and she says that after she sees what's on my HSG, if my tubes are open and everything like that, then that's when she'll go ahead and prescribe me Femara or Clomid, so that we could go on for there. But she says that I have to think about how many cycles I would want to do that and when's enough is enough. So basically, like if I'm on 3 months of Clomid or Femara and I haven't gotten pregnant yet, that she's saying maybe to think about am I doing this right? Maybe she'll said think about IVF. I think IVF is the last thing that we want to do because it's so expensive and we do not have the money for that. But it's good to know that I'm having an HSG, because my previous GYN didn't even, when I mentioned that, she's like, oh no, we'll wait a year. I wasn't having that. So if you have a GYN, the whole purpose of this is that if you have a GYN that's not supportive, go find one that is, because especially if you're in your 40s, late 30s, you're considered after 35 like maternal age, like whatever, and sometimes you get a hard time. So fight for that, fight for you. And I'm excited. It kind of like changed my mood around, because I'm like, okay, something is happening now. Like, you know, this is our 4th cycle trying. This is cycle day 14. I still haven't ovulated. I ovulate usually late, and when I ovulate, it probably won't be until maybe cycle day 19 or 20. I usually ovulate late. So hopefully, if we don't get pregnant and I do the HSG in November and they see the tubes open, I've heard many women say that after the HSG, they usually get pregnant within those 3 months, because the tubes are like flush open and everything is just like going through. So that is what I am praying for. And she also, which was amazing, because I was telling her that usually tubal reversal patients, when we get pregnant, and I guess because your body is not the way, though you're like put back together, what usually happens is that your progesterone levels are low, and that causes high increase of miscarriages, usually in tubal reversal patients. So what she did is that she said the first day that I ovulate to call the office and let them know, because they're going to prescribe me progesterone supplements, which is awesome, because if I do get pregnant, I'm taking the progesterone supplements already, and that'll maintain my pregnancy, because usually, because tubal reversal patients are higher risk for miscarriages, then you're able to hold and keep that pregnancy. So if you are a person who's had miscarriages before, check out your progesterone levels. That's really, really important, because if they're low, that could be one of the reasons why you're miscarrying a lot. So always get that checked. Okay? Hi. This is the first time I see a comment. Hi, hun. My husband's on, so he's seeing me my video. I love you too. So if you do that. So on day 1 of my ovulation, I'll have progesterone supplements, and then from there I'll be able to yeah, so that'd be cool. So if we're pregnant, I'll be able to hold the pregnancy because of progesterone. And hopefully, another problem with tubal reversal patients is that you have to make sure that the pregnancy is not in the tubes. So that is another thing we have to think about. But you know what? God knows all things, right? So I'm going to have faith that in all of our pregnancies, all the people who are on my channel who are, you know, waiting to either get their tubes reversed or have them reversed and are waiting for their baby, that this baby is going to come right where it needs to be, in our uterus and not in our tubes. That's what I'm praying. That's the faith that I'm going to have, big faith. So yeah, I wanted to update you on that. I'm really excited about this doctor. She was so sweet, and she's like, hey, we do what we got to do, and we'll make this happen. And so we'll see what happens. Either we get pregnant this cycle when I ovulate, and if we don't, then I know that next is the HSG, and then after that is Clomid or Femara to help with ovulation and to stimulate that. Either way, one of these months we'll get pregnant. That's what I'm gonna have faith for, and see what happens. So I just wanted to update you. I don't want to keep you long, but if you have any questions, yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. I wanted to say that I appreciate you all. I got the most amazing email from one of my subscribers, and I don't want to like say her name because I don't want her to feel embarrassed or anything, but I have to write you back. Her last name is Evans too, and I just want to say thank you for your words of encouragement. They were beautiful. They were amazing. You touched my heart and made me cry, and I appreciate that. And we got this, girl. We're the same age, so we got this, and we're gonna make things happen. And I just appreciate all of you for subscribing in this channel, because you don't have to, and for listening to me rambling on. You don't have to, and I appreciate the support and prayers. They have been amazing. Is there anything that I could do? You let me know. But don't want to keep you long. I'm on my way home finally after a long day of work and going to the doctor. But keep praying, keep having the faith, as I keep praying for y'all. Pray for me, and we got this, ladies. The babies are coming. The babies are coming. Love you. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button for notification, and I hope you have the most amazing weekend, and I'll let you guys know which day I actually do ovulate. Have a wonderful day.